Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm your host, Francy Hall, and we are your community connection. We would like to acknowledge the sponsors who bring you the wonderful information about events and activities going on in our great city. And so let's thank our sponsors right now. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, and Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors are Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Bredna Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brickmaker Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson, Brandstad and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete, Owatonna Business Incubator, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Inc. Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. We thank them, and we hope that you will thank them with your business and your support. Up next, we have coming up our conversation with Kris Busse, who is our city administrator, and also with Brad Dushaw, who is in charge of recreation here in the city of Owatonna, and there's a lot going on this summer. Stick with us for more about all of that after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. We are here with Kris Busse and Brad Dushaw, and we're going to be talking about all the good stuff going on here in Owatonna at the city level and at the park and recreation level. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back again.
Thank you.
Good to have you both.
Thanks.
And for those people who don't know, just please go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do.
I'm Kris Busse. I'm the city administrator.
Brad Dushaw, I'm the recreation supervisor. I help with managing a few of the facilities that we have within the city park and rec department.
Great. And so we've got a lot going on this summer.
We sure do. We were just finishing up last week. We had a very successful Harry Winger Marching Band Festival. That's always fun. I was had the opportunity to be, deeply involved this year, a little more than I had in the past. So we have just a number of festivals, runs, parties, and just all kinds of activities.
And I would love to talk a bit about what it takes to have one of those parties or have an event. What do we need to do in terms of contacting the city?
Sure.
So I don't know if there's anything you want to start with
Yeah.
before that, or if you...
Well, we have, when you want to have an event like the Harry Winger Marching Band Festival, there's a lot that goes into it. We've developed what's called a special use permit, and so we like folks who are involving the city. Let's say you need to barricade some streets, let's say you're having a run and you need some traffic control, or you need extra picnic tables, or you need garbage, or there's all kinds of activities and events that people want to hold, but they need to coordinate that with the city. And so we would ask that people come to the city administration and meet with my assistant clerk, Jeanette Clausen, and fill out what we call a special use permit. And that just asks you a bunch of details about your event and what you need and timelines. And if let's say you're having a run or some kind of parade, what the route is, and we ask for a map, and then we take all of that detailed information and we send it out to all of the department heads. So we get police, fire, public works, park and rec, everyone gets to look at it and comment on it and say, okay, this is, you can pick up your barricades here, or you'll need to meet with Captain Mundale to discuss the route, or whatever. There's a lot of details there to be worked out. We also...
is there a cost associated with the
There
use
is
permit?
there is no cost, but we are tracking what the city's costs are. So these are generally for nonprofit organizations who are hosting, like From the Heart, or the Harry Winger Marching Band Festival is nonprofit. So we do track the cost so that we know how much time is involved when we drop off bleachers and picnic tables and traffic control and all that. And so council gets to see that, but
So we know how much the city's spending.
Right.
But it's not costing those of us who are hosting the event necessarily. I mean,
Right.
costs people to host an event, but
Right.
not the city's cost.
Right, and the Harry Winger Marching Band Festival is a great example of just a really nice community event that brings a lot of people into town, and they buy gas, they go to our restaurants, and maybe they'll come back and visit. So there is some of that. We're kind of investing the
Sure.
tourism end of things.
Okay, so there's an investment and we get hopefully some return on that. But
Exactly.
it's also just a function of a great city is that we have a lot of really good things going on in our community, which is
absolutely.
really neat. So if somebody wants to do this, they go to the city offices.
City offices meet with
At
Jeanette
West Hills?
at West Hills. Meet with Jeanette Clausen. She'll have a nice detailed application for you to fill out, and we'll start there. And then if we need more information or if we have additional questions, we follow up with the applicant.
Might even give us a little checklist. I mean, that questionnaire will help us understand what we need to
Exactly.
consider if we're going to be hosting
like
an event.
power
Okay.
and where's how are you going to advertise? Do you have a severe weather? What are you going to do in case of weather? What's going to happen with your event? And a lot of times people don't think through
Sure.
all of the details
I
that
would
you
not
need
have
to.
thought of those things just now when I was thinking in my head about what kind of event could I have? Well, that's really great. The city does so much. That's really
we try.
appreciate it. And what else is going on in the city that you would like to talk about?
Well, I have brought Brad here, Dushaw, to talk about some of the other activities that we have going on in our other facilities. So I think he'll be best to explain that.
Perfect.
And let me ask, I'm sorry, real quick. Is the city responsible for things like the movies in the park and the music in the park and all of that stuff that's going
Well, the
on?
movie in the park, that is under our realm. The music in the park is not, but we do obviously help with setting up and things like that.
Yeah, the chamber is.
The chamber does that, okay.
Yes.
And what about the farmers markets? Is that
Also through the chamber.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, I guess just kind of start off for July. July is been declared National Park and Rec Month through the NRPA, so that's the National Park and Rec Association. So that's when we kind of will kick off our annual. This will be our 5th annual Owatonna Weekend Out. That's going to be July 17th, 18th, and 19th. So Friday night on the 17th, we'll kind of start our second movie in the park that we have. We'll be showing Back to the Future 2, which kind of works out perfect because in that movie they go back to, or move on to 2015, so it kind of works out great.
I must not have seen that because I don't remember that. 2015, ooh, it's so futuristic.
So then on Saturday morning, we will be hosting a free yoga class at Colmeyer on the beach with Denise Stewart. She's one of our yoga instructors over at the Senior Center. And then later on that day, we will have free kayaking with the gear, outdoor gear resources from Northfield. They'll be coming down and putting on some free clinics for kayaking, so anybody can come out. Life jackets will be available, and then the kayaks will be as well. So.
Wonderful.
Yep, and then we kind of wrap that weekend up out at the water park for a $2 day. So it's going to be probably, hopefully if it's decent weather, it's going to be one of our better days.
What
out
day is
there.
it again?
On the July 19th,
July
so
9th,
Sunday,
$2
July
at the water
19th.
park.
Yep, so a $2 day out there. And no, just to kind of, our movie in the parks have been going on for, I'd say, I think 4 years now. This is our 4th year. We've usually have one movie every month, so June, July, and August. And then in August, we will be showing Big Hero 6. It's kind of a cartoonish movie for the younger kids and families. So that's on Friday, August 28th. So.
A lot going on. What are some of the things going on at Senior Place and the water park as well?
Yeah, out at Senior Place, we, I guess I shouldn't say at Senior Place, but Senior Place is kind of helps host the senior dances at the Elks. So on the first Tuesday of each month, we will be at the Elks from 1 to 4 p.m. I know on July 7th, Ryan Herman will be out there playing for the band, and then August 4th.
Is that polka or what is that?
Yep, it's typically like a polka or I guess I should know exactly. Yeah, kind of like a different older style music, but
Old-time music.
Old-time music,
time.
yes.
Yeah.
So, and then we also on Saturday, July 11th, we will be having a bingo and potluck out at the Senior Place here. So you are welcome to bring a dish. come out and play bingo in the afternoon from 12 till about 2 o'clock-ish. So it's a good time for people to come out, socialize, kind of get out of the house and things to do. So
Wonderful. And what's happening over at the water park?
at the water park, I mean, well, there's a lot going on all the
$2
time.
day, of
Yep, we have
course.
the $2 day. Every Monday is Grandparents' Day. Tuesdays we have Twilight Tuesday, so it's $4 to get in on Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays we have our family nights from 5 o'clock till close, so you can get in for $4 up to 6 people. You can get in for $12. So, and then make sure to check us out on Thursdays on Facebook. We have our Facebook specials. We got different things that are going on all the time out there.
Oh,
So.
I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah.
Thursdays, check out Facebook for specials at the park, at
At
the
the
water
water
park.
park, yep.
And they have some morning classes going on, or things that you can do earlier in the morning at the water park, right?
Yep, we have our water walking, and that's also, we have water aerobics as well at the Tennis and Fitness Center. Just to
Okay.
hit on the Tennis Fitness Center too real quick, is we still have our Beat This Summer pass going on from June through August. So it's $60 for an individual, $75 for a family or couple. You can get a pass for the whole summer. That goes up until Labor Day.
For the
So-
tennis and also the
Tennis and Fitness Center.
Both the fitness center as well.
Yeah,
okay.
yep,
So we can
so-
walk up in hopefully an air-conditioned area if
Yep,
we needed to
yep,
do
it's-
that,
it's
and
nice.
work out in the gym.
Yep.
Okay.
And we do have the air conditioning units out there, so it's comfortable at least. So.
Great. And you said that the aerobics, is that only at the Tennis and Fitness Center, or it also goes on at the water
We do
park?
also have it at the water park as well in the mornings, and then we do also have swimming lessons. We do have 2 sessions of swimming lessons that are still going on. That will be coming up, I should say. July 6th through the 16th, we'll have a session at the West Hills Junior High and River Springs, and then July 20th through the 30th, we'll have a second or a third session at the West Hills.
What age ranges are
Well, we
those for?
typically, it's anywhere from infant, where you can be with with an adult or a parent, all the way up to, we have level 6 up to, you can say 10 to 12-year-olds that are still wanting to get in the water and participate, and learn to swim. So I think it's important during these summer months
Oh, yeah.
when people are going out to the lake,
Yep.
and I think people are going out boating and things like that. It's a really important thing that we offer through the
Make
city.
sure your kids know how to swim. And there's a cost, I presume.
Yep,
You've got to cover
typically-
some costs.
Typically what happens is for swimming lessons, you meet 9 times, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks, and it's $39 for the swimming lessons. And if you do need assistance, we do have the Owatonna Youth Scholarship Fund that will provide some assistance for park and rec activities, not only swimming lessons, but t-ball, all the other youth events that we have. So.
Wasn't there something coming up that raised money for that fund?
Yeah, we did
we
just hosted our
We did, okay. It's already done.
first annual River Springs Ducky Dash out at the water park.
Oh,
that was
great.
great. We had, I think, over probably 220 people out there that participated in the event and raised some money for the Owatonna Youth Scholarship.
How much money did we raise for those
Well,
scholarships?
for pre-purchased ducks that were purchased, we raised over, I think it was over $75 that was raised for
Okay.
the Owatonna Youth Scholarship. So as our first event, I think it went good. It went
People showed up
Yes.
and they bought some duckies, and that money is going to go to help the
Yeah.
people who can't afford maybe. Okay. Well, we so appreciate your being here,
Yes,
and we
thank you.
appreciate making Owatonna a great place to live and to recreate. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much, and we thank you for joining us. We hope that you will support our sponsors that you are going to hear from in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Shane Sadler and I play Roger Debris.
And I'm Tim Van Gelder, and I play Franz Liebkin in LTO's current production of The Producers, directed by Jeffrey Jackson and sponsored by the Wenger Foundation.
Performances of The Producers will be held Thursday, Friday and Saturday, June 18th, 19th and 20th at 7:30 p.m. with a matinee on Sunday, June 21st at 2 p.m.
And again the following Thursday through Saturday, June 25, 26, and 27 at 7:30 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheatreofowatonna.org.
Don't miss the LTO's production of The Producers.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me. Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, this is Doug Johnson at the Owatonna Business Incubator, a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. We'd like to welcome you to the incubator. If you're a small business, whether you're existing or a startup, we can help you with office space, manufacturing or warehouse, and free confidential counseling.
Hi, my name is Ryan Gillespie with Bremer Bank Mortgage. By trusting your home loan needs to Bremer Bank, you are guaranteed a personalized, straightforward, and honest experience from application to closing. We look forward to guiding you through your next home purchase or refinance.
Welcome back. We are here now with Doug Johnson from the Owatonna Business Incubator, and we're going to visit with him about the new things that might be happening there. Hello, welcome, Doug.
Hi, thank you.
Good to see you.
It's nice to be back.
We're glad to have you back. And so there's a lot of well, not a lot of new things, but there are, why don't you give us an update about what's going on at the incubator. But first, for those people who don't know exactly who you are and what you're doing, could you just go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay. I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. I'm currently serving as the executive director, but I will be leaving that job at the end of July. I've been working 2 days a week as we've been trying to transition, and we're at a point right now that we are posting the position for executive director for the Owatonna Business Incubator. The job is 25 hours a week, and we've got the ad posted on our website along with the job description. So if anybody's interested, it's www.owatonnaincubator, all one word, .com, and they can check on it there and then mail me a resume and a letter, and we're doing the executive search. Obviously, we'd like to have somebody in place before I leave, but you know, I kind of drew a line in the sand. It was time for me to move on. As you know, I'm working with my wife and her two partners in their business in Blooming Prairie, and there's definitely enough down there. It's been difficult here, as this is really geared up having two hats on with two full-time businesses and trying to do it part-time. So it's a good point, but really excited to have this posting. And we've also been working with the board and really trying to look long range. What should the incubator look like? You know, it started 26 years ago.
I didn't know it was 26 years old.
Yeah, it started in this building originally in 1988.
Here at West Hills.
At West Hills.
Okay.
And then they built the incubator facility that we're currently in. That was about 16 years ago. And now we're just kind of saying, are we really meeting the needs of the entrepreneurs? So we're really trying to focus. We've had, during my tenure, it's been a struggle of bringing in entrepreneurs and getting people that are going to use the facility.
To actually be in the facility, not just use your services.
Correct.
Is that right?
Right.
You know, let's back up just a quick moment, because we can't gloss over the fact that we're losing you. And you've been there for how many years now? Have you been
Just
there?
about, well, it's over 4 years.
Okay. And we're looking for somebody new. So it would be really interesting, I think, for people to know, in case they maybe know somebody or they themselves are interested in this role, kind of what it takes. I mean, you have a very unique background that I'm not sure if everybody knows. I don't think that you have to be is it a submarine engineer?
Well, I was a submarine officer, so yeah, I was a nuclear trained engineer.
Nuclear engineer in the Navy. Okay, you don't really have to be one of those. If you happen to be, that might be good. But what are kind of the just quick key things that people who would be good at this job might need to have under their belt?
Well, obviously, from the business consulting, I always talk about it, I'm kind of like a general practitioner in that the person comes in and I kind of diagnose the area to go. And if we need to go to a specialist, we have people that can help. You know, we're very fortunate in this community. We've got a strong SCORE chapter, retired executives. So we've got marketing executives, sales executives, HR executives, etc., available in this community that can work one-on-one. We've also got the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation that's available here. I'm part of the Small Business Development Center chapter. I'm out of the Rochester office, headed up. Julie Keeney is my boss through that arm. And we can do that small business counseling. But then I've got other consultants, whether they're in Mankato, Duluth, that can help support. We've got the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. They're supportive.
You know so many different connections around the community that you can really bring in and help people with.
Right.
Okay. And so the person who comes to this job would need to certainly have a business background and understand at least those other avenues that people can seek help from and maybe pull it all together for them.
Correct. I think a strong business background's helpful. Knowledge on financial management, income statements, balance sheets, cash flow analysis are helpful. We continue to just, it's amazing the questions come in. A lot of it can be learned on understanding what licensing has to go, what's the process to get registered in the state of Minnesota. One other important relationship we have, and I think it's really key to Owatonna and the Steele County area, is this Owatonna Partners for Economic Development. The incubator's part of that, along with the utilities, the City of Owatonna, the County of Steele, and the Chamber of Commerce. And we all meet on a weekly basis and discuss things that are going on to help provide information to businesses that might be getting going. So
really?
the focus is we want anybody that's interested in starting a business in the Owatonna area to contact any one of those, and then we get them in. So there's multifacets with that.
So what does the Owatonna Business Incubator offer that differentiates them from some of these other entities around town?
Well,
and
I
then
think
we could talk about. I guess
I think the one thing, incubator, we've got the facility, so I think that's an advantage. We've got office space for rent. We've got industrial space for rent, and that's been part of the challenge during my time on board, is having that there and having it occupied. It's probably about 70% of our business model. We are a nonprofit organization. I am not part of the city. I'm not a city employee, and I think sometimes that's that area that people are confused about sometimes.
Who funds the Business Incubator?
We're self-funding through our nonprofit. So rental space is about 70% of our budget.
Oh.
So when we're not full as a facility, that's a challenge. I do some loan work for the city of Owatonna that the EDA provides me some funds. And other than that, and the Small Business Development Center, I get some money back through a state program for the consulting that I do.
Okay.
So that's kind of, and then maybe our long-range model and our strategy, we talked a little bit, we're trying to see what is it that we need to do for entrepreneurs. You know, we've kicked around ideas of, there's fiber cable in our area, should we have high-speed internet or higher speed internet available to our clients? Should there be a server network? Should we have a better arrangement with maybe the legal community in our area or the accounting? And is there an opportunity to help with scholarships of some time or some funding so that we really can drive and bring the new businesses on board?
And inventors?
Inventors, yes. We really want to look at, should we be refreshing that business model? How do we build the sustainability? You know, we've operated under this model for 15, 16 years, and unfortunately economic times and the ebbs and flows make it a real challenge. So we're trying to look at how can we make it more sustainable. Is there some way to involve business partners, involve other government entities, to just try to build a basis so that when the economy ebbs and flows, we're starting at stronger point.
Sure. It's the problem with every nonprofit is how do you stay funded and be sustainable and hopefully self-sustaining. But there's so much to offer there. And so it sounds like, great model and just a few things that you're thinking about having to tweak.
Right.
And maybe that new person, if you're out there, would have some of these ideas hopefully as well.
Right, and that's going to be important. Everything needs to refresh. You just can't keep. You drive by McDonald's and their menu is not what it was 10 years ago.
And their whole building isn't what it was. Yes, yeah.
So everybody's looking at refreshing. How do we do things new? And I think it's time that we as the business incubator, we've also wrestled with, should our name be different? Do people think of us as an egg hatchery rather than a business hatchery? And the fact that we're really trying to be a business service center, so to speak, because the incubator gets people thinking that we only work with startups, when in reality we're also we know that there's businesses in the community that could use help, and they're already going.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up, but one more time, give the people information if they want to contact you about either using your services while you're still there and we're going to miss you when you're gone, or if they're interested in this position, who do they call?
The Owatonna Incubator, the number's there, 451-0517, or our website, www.owatonnaincubator.com.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all that you're doing for the community. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
With us after a word from our sponsors, we will be right back with community announcements.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back. We are your community connection, and we do have your community events for the day here. Let's talk about what's going on. Seniors are invited to join Riverbend Nature Center in Faribault for a learning class on making ceramics with natural clay. And you can contact Riverbend at 507-332-7151. Don't miss the Steele County Historical Society's 10th Annual Chuck Wagon Supper, Saturday, July 11th. With entertainment from 5:30 until 7:30. Cowboy fare will include shredded pork sandwiches, calico beans, potato salad, root beer, and all the fixings. Remember that Music in Central Park is now going on 7 p.m. every Thursday, and the next movie in the park will be Friday, July 17th. It is summer and there is great stuff going on for kids at the library. So if you want information about the fun things that are taking place, examples right now include Lego Mania that's coming on up on July 2nd, Moo Daiku Drummers coming up on July 9th, The Mystifying Magic of Greg Skillstad coming up on July 16th, and more. Go ahead and contact the Owatonna Public Library at 444-2460. We want to remind you that there is an alert from the police department that there are a rash of vehicle break-ins reported recently. So, keep your cars locked. Don't put your purses, wallets, electronics, firearms, and other things in your car and leave them in your car. Report any suspicious behavior during the evening and nighttime hours, okay? And finally, it looks like Steele County Free Fair premium books are now available at the fair office. All banks and libraries in Steele County, so go pick those up. We thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.